clumsy boundary there. Like that. Okay. And that noise you hear in the background is my air compressor. I went and broke down and got an air compressor because I got sick of the canned air. Having to shake it all the time because it was seemingly losing pressure constantly. So, same principle as sponge painting. Smaller clouds in the distance get bigger as you go up higher. So now I'm gonna take some off-white and just play along with it. I mean, the edges of the clouds are going to be white, and I'm going to add a little off-white into it and then add some gray and try to play around with the layers and get it to be, I mean, you could just stop with this and this is fine, you know, if you didn't want to do any more. But I'm just going to play around a little bit. So let me go switch up my paints. Now I'm going to, oops, focal point back in, add a little touch of off-white to the clouds. It's a very subtle, nothing too intense, just to add a little color and layering to what's going on. Sorry, happens. You didn't see that, did you? As I was saying, fill it in a little bit. Clouds sometimes have a little off-white tinge mixed in it, and it's nothing too intense. Don't make it too intensely brown. Just add a little subtlety and variety to clouds. So we're going ahead and again give it some variety here. Let a little blue show through. Kind of fill it in a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more here. There. Anyway, I've done a few clouds here with some gray along the bottom here. Actually, this gray is a little bit more intense than what I mixed together for the sponge painting clouds, but I'm able to vary the intensity of gray on different clouds by not pressing down the lever quite as hard, so there's not much air going through and hence not as much paint. So just since these clouds are moving in closer towards the top, I'm actually going to fill it in a bit more with gray. Be a bit more generous. And so these clouds, you'd see a thin layer of gray at the bottom because on the horizon now I'm moving closer, and you get this 3D effect of these clouds moving in towards you. So as you fill in, so the clouds that are closer to you, you're seeing more of the bottom, so you actually want to fill them more, make them more gray up top than you do down low. So just like with the sponge painting, same principle, same idea. did something to muffle the sound of the compressor a little bit. I just got it and wasn't quite realizing exactly how loud it was. And I think it should be a little bit better now. We want to almost totally fill this in. Want to have it a little right towards the edge. Towards the bottom, you kind of want to do a little bit of this, at the bottom here, because clouds are almost overhead, and again, you want some variation in the gray, have some of the white go through, and you can see how actually it comes out pretty cool with airbrushing. So if you can afford an airbrush and want to do your own backdrops, and I'd say, man, I'd go with the airbrush. You can buy cheap airbrush kits for about $100 or so. But yeah, this does make a lot nicer clouds this way with an airbrush, I think. And I think you probably, hopefully, are in agreement on that point. Because when you got your clouds overhead, the bottom edge, you want to have more gray. You really don't want a lot of white showing up there, because that's the edge that's further away from you, so you're not going to see as much of the white edge of the cloud. So, but up top, I've got a bit of the white edge. Let me go ahead and mask this down here. Get rid of that. Some of the white there. That way. Touch up here. I'm gonna see how it's going to work to add a little white highlighting there, little indication, brightening on that spot to indicate that the sun is shining on that. Open this up here. Very fine highlight along this side to indicate that I've got sun shining on this. I'm just going on one side, just like that. Indicate that the sun is shining on that part of the cloud. So I'm going to brighten that up just along that side, just to indicate a little hint of sunshine along there. I'll be able to do the same here. Just add just a little bit, break up the monotony here. I'll lighten it up a little bit, add some variety. There, right over here.